The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 44. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Hey, Alpha.
Mike 5-4. Watch the run. Watch the run.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch.
Back to the air. Trubisky after the pick six. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Throws right side, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mike 5-4. Mike.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, zoom. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On the ground with a rookie from Iowa State, David Montgomery.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mike 54. All day, dog. Hey, Orbit.
54. Mike 54. We got him. I got him. Back's mine. I got him. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Hey, 18.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And Robinson with a big catch. A Chicago first down. The former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Trubisky will throw, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 17 yards out, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point safely through, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Bridgewater on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on error.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Play. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. You don't want that, baby. You don't want blue. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Throwing on 2nd down. Trubisky. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. After one, a one-point game. 7-6.
Be alert.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. The first throw for the backup Foles. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Montgomery. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Alert, 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 alert.
43 is the mic.
Hey, Charlie.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. 43 is the mic. Here we go, D.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's the backup Greer. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Ready, set.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He finds Roberts, complete. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
That one goes for 24 yards.
On the double.
Mike, 45. Let's go, D.
Running with the fullback, Alex Arma. He will push his way down to about the 14. The tackle there by Roy Robinson Harris.
Second and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Greer. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. But now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, Echo.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
I don't think you got it, sir. Slam.
Hey, ball.
Jam.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
You must be getting tired of seeing
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal, give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Greer. He's got it. Complete. Mike Davis. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Greer now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a first down. On 1st and 10, Greer. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To the air again, Greer. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Intended that time for Cooper. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Hey, alert. Kill. Hey, turn it out. Red,
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Let's go. Hey, watch that.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. The hitter here, it's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Alert. Mike 5-4. Hey, wahoo. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Double dog. That's the way. Lock in. Hey, Haywood!
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
Here's Trubisky. That's caught by Montgomery. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
1st and 10.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Hey, alert. Go. 43 is the Mike. Rip right, rip right. Mike's 43.
Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
43 is the Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And he finds Montgomery complete. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
Watch tight end. Tight right. Hey, 18. We got 4. Ran, touch. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Fourth down. Here's Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Panthers will get the football back. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
From the 24, Greer. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing on 3rd down, Greer. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much.
It got his man complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll find Miller. That's complete. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
In your face.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, high 7.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And a big 32-yard play on third. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Back now at Soldier Field. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing here, Trubisky. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing in a big spot, the rookie Greer. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
A gain of 15. First down, Panthers.
Greer now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it with Scarlett. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They turn to Scarlett again. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Come on, set. 10 logo. Good track, good track.
They fake the handoff, now Greer. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for Carolina. 49 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Try to power it in with Arma. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A 93-yard kickoff return. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one. That puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Well, that score you just added on the board will energize them? Or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Greer. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
65.
Greer on 1st down. Roberts got it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Greer. The catch made by Pharaoh Cooper. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Greer now, 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, Greer. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Markevius Mingo, his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Here's Trubisky. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They're going to need some therapy after this. 43 is the mic. Record. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Watch QB drop.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Mike's 43. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended target, Mike Davis. That'll bring up 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Back to throw. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. He's back to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Out to Roberts here on the quick pass. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Seth Roberts with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Extra point try good by Gano. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go. Move. Hey, exit. Exit. Mike, check 33. Let's go one more.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. One last shot for Trubisky. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.